Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Block or a towel or two fists. The mic was down. Thank you, Jan. Okay. Sorry. Introduction again. Thanks for help, Jan. I would never have seen that without you. Thank you. Okay. Quick introduction. Thanks for waiting for us. We are still working into the techniques, as you see. I have, thank God, fantastic support. Without Jan and Tim, I would never be able to show anything here. So we try again quickly. Today we make a series of warrior poses. Warrior poses give us kind of like stability and standing on the ground. Focus, one-pointedness, and muscles and power in the core area. That's what we need maybe. So come with me into a series of warrior poses. If you can't hold any longer, just go down in child's pose, relax a moment, and then get on the track again, because we want to build up some power. We need stability. We need self-security. We need kind of like feeling well. Doesn't matter what comes. And so we go again with this idea of an easy access into power yoga techniques. And my favorite motto for this season of what's going on outside, preventing the word, you cannot calm the storm, but you can calm your mind to be prepared for the storm. Let's start. Let's start in child's pose. So sit on your heels and try to prevent your heels getting out. Try to put your heels close together and try to sit on your heels. You feel them. You feel them pressing into your hip, right? And with the exhalation, try to put your entire body on your thighs, depending how far you can go. Maybe have a block that you can put your head on, your forehead, or just two fists. Important is that you don't lift your hip from the ground, so you should have your hip really sitting on your heels. So it doesn't matter how high this is, it can be this. Yeah? So I don't have anything here, so I can easily lie on my thighs. Others have other physical things like me and need a block. Okay, and relax, exhale, and try to land on your forehead. Try to drop your shoulders. And sink down. And when you, when you breathe, you feel like breathe into your belly and feel your spine going up and down when you inhale and exhale. You feel the pressure of your thighs in your belly. Use that, breathe into that pressure. See your back going up when you inhale and sinking down when you exhale. And then slowly lift your head slightly. Put your arms in front of your body and walk away with your fingers without lifting your hip from your heels. So walk away with your fingers in this direction, like the Addams family hand, walking away from your body, and give you a good stretch. And keep your fingertips deep in the ground. Hold yourself like this hand that don't want to slip back. And then press your hip on your heels on the same moment. Hands walking in this direction and body goes in this direction. And inhale deeply, and with exhalation, let your entire body sink in this stretch. And with the next exhalation, lift your head, put your hand fully on the ground, come up with your body and put one leg after a time in a tiny little dog with bent knees. Just keep the knees bent and push your head through the arms. Try to put your nose on the mat when you put your entire hip and body back when you exhale. And keep your legs bent in the beginning. Just like move slowly deeper in the stretch. And when we are in a fullest stretch with your back, like in this direction, try to bring your face closer to your feet. Then start to stretch one leg after another leg. Right and leg left. One leg after the other leg, stretching and bending. And then your hip is also moving with this movement. One leg stretching and the other leg stretching. And don't come too much back with your body. Always push your body back, direction of your feet, and walk into this posture. And use the breathing. Exhale and inhale. Go with your walks with the breathing. And move your hip. Just get into the pose. Use everything. Your hip, your shoulder, your head. Say yes and no. Move your head, let it hang a bit. And then lift your hip, your head. Stretch your right leg back, very much up, up, up. The heel wants to hit the ceiling and the leg is very stretched. And the toes looking in your direction. And try to put the standing leg, on the heel. Try to bend it down. Stretch both legs. And don't open the hip, just leave the hip balanced. And then with an exhalation, make a big step between your hands. Or make a double step. Start here. And put it here. Okay, and relax. So this is a pose. You have your knee over your ankle. This leg is very engaged and you let your hips slowly sink and then stretch the back leg much more. Push into your heel of the back leg. Make this stable, yeah? And also engage the back leg here. Engage it, yeah? Hold it a moment. And bring your eyes of the elbow to the front. Bring the eyes of the elbow. Maybe you see it from here. Turn the arms to the front. You see what happens to my shoulders? Turn the eyes of the elbow to the front. Hold it a moment. And then slowly stretch your arms into my direction. Stretch your arms in my direction and heel the back leg back. Hands in front, back leg back. Hold it a moment. Hold it. And slowly let your arms sink and come back in front again and bring up your body. And close your eyes, hold a bit. If you shake, you can always make like this, so to balance a bit. If you're balanced, bring your arms up. Push your shoulders up. And bring your shoulders down. Stretch your arms, shoulders up, shoulders down. Keep them down. Hold a moment. Slowly come in front. Put your hands right and left of your foot and push back the front leg in the one-legged dog. With the leg and down. And make some walkings, right and left leg. And keep walking in the dog. walking in the dog and see if you can harmonize the breathing. Inhale, exhale. Always with the leg walking. Okay, with the next exhalation, left leg up, heel first. The left leg is very much stretched and try to push your head through the arms. Try it with the head through the arm. Leg is stretched, toes look in my direction. And try to let your heel of the standing leg sink into the ground. And bring your body through the arms to the back. Hold it. And then lift your head and make a big step between your hands. Or make a double step. Stop here and do another one. No problem. And again, the back leg is also engaged. Push into your heels back. Hold it here. See that your foot is really under your knee. Hold a moment. Just let your hips sink and look to the front. If you are stable, everything is engaged. The back leg, front leg, and your mind. Bring your arms to the front. Stretch it into my direction. Hold it. Very powerful. Use also your hip to hold your body. And let your arms slowly sink. Bring it back. And then, just like push your arms in front and up to bring your body up. Here we are. You can balance, bring the arms to the right and left direction, like a long bar, or bring it over your head. Make it depending your day. If you stretch your arms to the head, bring your shoulders down. Arms up, shoulders down. Try it. Arms up, shoulders down. Shoulders are down, arms up. And slowly sink to the front. Put the hands right and left of your foot and push the front leg back into the one-legged dog. Up with the leg very high. And down. Let's sink on the knees. Sit on our heels again and breathe. That was the first warrior. We're kind of like more lounge posing warrior. Now we go into the next thing, the real warriors. Okay, we go back into child's pose. Put the arms right and left of our body. And with the next exhalation, let your entire body sink on the thighs. And you can also use a sound for exhalation. Nobody hears. Just like do. And do it again and again until all your shoulder and the entire body sinks on your thighs. We slowly lift our body. Put the hands in front of our knees. Bring both legs back to land in a plank pose. Hold the plank pose. Hold it a moment. And also engage in the plank pose everything. Engage the entire leg, the hip, the back, the feet. Everything is engaged. You're not hanging down. You're uplifted. Push yourself away from the ground as if the ground were kind of like hot. So push yourself up. Hold it. Hold a moment. Everything is engaged. Hip, leg, body. And with the next exhalation, push your hip up into the downward facing dog pose. And make some walkings. And lifting in your right leg and bring it between your hands in front. We are back in a warrior, in a lounge pose. Now you put your back foot on 10 o'clock. That means it's not on 3 o'clock, it's not on 9 o'clock, it's on 10 o'clock. Yeah? 10 o'clock. Front foot is like this, knee over the foot. And if you have this pose, just like slowly lift your body up. And then you can see it here. You have a distance between your feet as if you walk. Don't be in one line. It's too wobbly. Just see that you have a distance between your feet, like a walking distance, like this. Okay. And then you bend in the front leg. Bending the front leg. Foot is like this. Hip comes from here, look into the front. If you can put your hip parallel to the tiny front of your mat, just make the step a bit shorter. You can also be here. So the hip with the front leg, yeah, goes back, and the hip with the back leg comes in front. So now it's right. And slowly lift your arms to the ceiling. The same again. Stretch your arms, but don't lift your shoulder. Bring your shoulder down. Arms stretch, shoulders down. Hold it a moment. And now, bring the palms of your hand in my direction. Bring the arms so far away behind your head as you can. And then let your elbows sink. Cactus. What also happens in cactus is that your chest comes out. Your elbows are back, arms in right angle, elbows back, and tuck your chin. Hold it a moment. Hold it, and lift your arms. Bring them in front. Put the hands right and left of your right foot, and push your right leg up. And back. Left leg up. Left leg between your hands. Back foot on 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. And then lift your body up. See the distance between your feet is like a walking distance. Keep it like this. That if you're stable. Same thing. Put the hands on your hip. And see that the hip of the back leg comes to the front. And the hip of the front leg goes to the back. You can help with your hands. Yeah? See that your belly is really parallel to the tiny small part of the mat in front. Hold it. Engage your lateral leg, engage your front leg. And hold it a moment. Yes, powerful. Very powerful in the thigh. And if you feel kind of like something piercing here in the knee, yeah, lift your toes. I show it again. If you feel something here, lift your toes. Yeah? Engage your toes, always to save your knee, if you feel something. Arms up, shoulders down. Arms stretch, shoulders down. Hold it a moment. Keep the hip where it is. Hold it. And then palms in my direction. Arms back. And elbows down in a 45-degree angle. Push your elbows back. And opening your chest. And tuck your chin. Yes, hold a moment. Very powerful figure, the cactus. And lift your arms again. And bring the arms down. And push back the front leg. One-legged dog. And down. And come back on the knees. Sit for a moment. And relax. Put the fingers here right and left of your knees. Lift your hip. Push the top of your feet down on the mat. And then lift your knees. Lift the knees. Yes. Give it kind of like some. You can decide how far you go. Top of the feet stretches. Very good after high heels. I square you. And put down the heels. Put down the knees. And then anti-post on the toes. Sit on the toes. Try to see also the pinky toe engaged and lean back on your toes. Yes. And if you stretch everything, come back in table pose. And in table pose, where my hands are under my shoulders, my knees are under my hip, go so far in front with your arms, so your body comes a bit down, but see, this ankle remains. I don't go back with my hip. I don't go away with my arms to the front. And if I can't go any further, I push my hips slowly back and my head down. Try to put your nose on the mat. Hip back and nose on the mat. Arms are very far stretched in front of you. This is a half, very good back stretch for everybody. And also do some sound when you exhale, let your head sink. And again, always when you exhale, let your body sink into the stretch. And slowly come up. Let's get back, sitting on the heels. And stretch your arms to the side. And turn the palms in my direction. Turn the palms up, palms back. Palms up, palms in my direction, palms down, palms back, palms up, and back again. Palms down, palms in my direction, palms up, palms back. This arm remains as it is, the other arm goes in front. Palm in my direction and down. And change it, just like right arm goes into the right direction and left arm to the other direction. And both arms back and let it drop. Slowly turn your head to the right direction over your shoulder. And left direction over your shoulder. And again, right direction. And left. And back to the center. Now grab your head and bring your chin on your chest as far as you can. Hold a moment. And slowly back. Have a sip of water. We go to warrior 3. Put the hands on the ground. One foot back, the other foot back. We're back in downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Make a big step between your hands. And now put your foot in 45-degree angle. That means your foot is on 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock, wherever you are. And now, bring the arm with the back leg up and a bow back. And the other arm shows in my direction. Okay, what happens here in this warrior pose? We are standing with our feet. Yeah? The heel of the front leg is hitting the center of the foot of the back leg in one line. So the back foot is your stability to the right and left direction. The front foot is the direction to the front. Your arms are pointing and your view goes between the middle finger and ring finger in my direction. What usually happens is, you can see it here, a little bit deeper. No. This can. Don't put up your shoulders. Let your shoulders sink. Arms are stretched, but shoulders down. Yeah? Arms stretched, shoulders down. Look in my direction. See through your fingers. See to find one point you're looking at. What usually happens is you have a very hard back bending. Engage your hip. Engage it. Zack. Okay. Keep it straight. Keep it engaged here. Keep your thighs engaged. If you feel anything in your knee, if you feel here kind of like a piercing thing, lift your toes. You see that? Lift your toes. Keep your toes engaged wherever you bend your knee. Keep your toes engaged and keep this ankle. Maximum here, not here. Yeah? Maximum here, here. Lift your toes. Lift the toes of your front leg. And see how the back leg toes are also on the ground. Keep your arms up and hold this posture. Engagement here, shoulders down. Keep it a moment. Hold it. And with the next exhalation, push into my direction with your front arm. Let your back arm drop and bring the front arm up and above behind you. And see if you want to reach the ceiling, the corner of your ceiling wall behind you. Put the arm behind you. And look at the ceiling and try to put the arm behind your head. And look up. Exhalation, slowly come in front. Put just like this elbow on the front knee and bring the back arm over your head in my direction. Hold it. And if you want, you can also open your armpit, look to the ceiling, bring the arm over your head behind you. And slowly come up. Stretch the front leg. Stretch the front leg. Hold a moment. Push your body over the front leg. Hold a moment. And let your arms sink. And put your hand here in front of your calves or your knee. Here. And bring the other arm over your head. As an elongation of the down arm. And look up if you want. See if you can follow your hand with your view. Test your stability. And slowly come up with the body. Let the back arm drop and bring the other arm more to the ceiling behind you. Stretch it up to the ceiling. And slowly let your front arm drop. Come back with the back arm and hand, right hand and left hand around your foot. Hold yourself a bit. And let your your back knee drop. And put down the head of your foot on the ground. And slowly hold yourself on your back, on your knee. And bring your body up. And see, sometimes you start here, no problem. But you see it's much harder to keep stability. Let yourself slowly drop. Keep your head an opener. Let it drop here. Exhale and let it drop. Exhale and let it drop. Right. If you feel well, remove your hands from your knee. Put your hands together. And lift with exhalation, the arms up. Next inhalation and exhalation, lean back. Slowly come back. Put the hands right and left of your foot. Keep everything as it is. Just push your body back until your front leg is stretched. And your heel pushes to the ground and the toes come in your direction. It's kind of like, looks like a half pose, right? Don't sit on your heel. Keep the hip up. The hip is on above my knee. Yeah. Hold it here, or you can also hold it here. Try to keep the back straight. Push back with your hip, but don't move with your heel. The heel is pushing the ground, toes coming into my direction. Yes. What you feel is music here, right? This music is good. So push the hip of your front leg back. Yes. This is music. Slowly come back. Put the foot on the ground. Put the hands right and left of your foot. Put the back foot on, toes in, hands on the ground, one-legged dog. The front leg goes up and goes down. Make some walking with the dog, right and left. And walking the dog and breathe. Or make a quick rest in child's pose. Don't forget to bring water. Dry apartment in Berlin. Dry nose. Let's go on. I'm back in the dog. I'm the walking dog. Put the left leg up with the heel first. Bring the leg between your hands. Put the back foot, again, 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, depending from where you look at. And then swing the arm of the back leg up behind you. And bring the arm of the front leg in my direction. And see how far you can go. How deep can you drop your hip into this pose? Yeah? Feel the back leg engage. See the foot. The foot is not looking back. The foot is not looking my direction. The foot is looking on 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock, depending where you see that. Shoulders not up, shoulders down, arms stretched. And the view is between your ring finger and your middle finger. And see the back bending you usually do. Engage your hip. Make the Michael Jackson move. Engage it here. Engage everything you have here. Your thighs and your butt. And hold your arms stretched. And keep a very single pointedness. Try to keep that. Hold a moment. And also the same thing here with the knee. If you feel kind of like something here, you have two options. You can stretch your front leg a bit more, or you lift your front toes. Lift the toes. See that if this is changing your knees, because then your knee is safe. Yeah? Stretch, always flex the front toes. Always where you bend the knee, flex the toes. It's always safest you can do. And hold the posture. With the next exhalation, push the front arm in my direction with the entire body. Let the back arm drop and bring the front arm over your head as far to the back as you can. And open your shoulder. So bring your arms behind your face. And if you want, look to the ceiling. Look up. With the next exhalation, come to the front. Put the front arm elbow on your knee and bring the back arm over your head in my direction. The same thing here. Try to bring your arm behind your head. So open your front armpit, the upper armpit to the ceiling. So turn the arm and look up and bring the arm over your head. And this arm is just like leaning on the knee. And back. Front arm goes back, this arm goes up, and now stretch your front leg. Stretch it, right? Front leg stretching. Same posture, front leg stretched. Engage your hip, engage your boot. And slowly push in my direction and let your front arm sink and put it here on the shin, on the knee, or as I usually do, I just keep it in the air, hold it here, and the back arm is elongated, elongation of the down arm, yeah? See that this is one line, the arm pointing to the ceiling and the arm pointing to the ground, one line. And also bring the arm a bit over your body, check if you can see the ceiling, or following your upper hand. And slowly go back. Let the back arm sink. Bring the front arm up to the ceiling behind you. And also try to open the armpit. some air, some open space through the ceiling, and the upper arm is pushing back. And slowly the arms sink, the other arm comes back. Here it starts. When you come back, bring the foot in the lounge pose, toes pointing down. And let's push back the front leg up in the three-legged dog. And let it sink. And come to your knees. And sit down. And breathe. And let yourself sink into the child's pose with exhalation. Inhale, let yourself sink again. Then lift your head. Bring yourself back in a table pose. Put one foot between your hands. Keep your knee on the ground a moment. Just figure out where your foot should stand to be in the right posture. And then put the back foot on the ground. Stretch the back leg. You're back in a warrior pose. And bring your arm with a very fast swing up again. Hold it a moment. Stretch your arms but bring your shoulders down. And with the next exhalation, turn into the direction of the front leg. So arms are sinking in shoulder height. And you turn to the direction of your front leg. Right leg, my right leg is looking in front and my left arm is looking front. Hold a moment. And slowly let the front arm sink and bring the back arm beside the front arm. So my leg is outside, I'm walking a bit outside, keeping my left hand on the ground and pushing with my right hand, my right knee. So maybe you have your right hand on the ground and pushing the other direction. So push the knee out. Let this hip sink direction of the mat. But keep your back leg engaged. Don't let it sink. If you can't hold it, let it sink. But if you can, engage it. Push the knee out and let your hips sink. And you can turn in this direction where you push the hip. Feel that. Hip opener. And come back. Now put the back leg on the ground. And let your body sink. And try to put both elbows on the ground. I usually have one elbow not properly on the ground. Doesn't matter. The direction of the ground is good. So let your body sink on the ground, on your forearms. Yeah? Let it sink. And let it sink. And try to give some breathing, some relaxation to your hip. Let your body sink. And then come slowly back. Put on your hands. Stretch the back leg. Bring one arm to the right, the other arm to the left. And we'll make a very slow change of the feet. So bring the back feet to the front. Keep bent knees. Let your body hang over your bent knees. Let everything hang. Shake your arms, your head, your shoulder. Give it a shake. Give a tiny movement with your hip. No big engagement, very easy. And then slowly roll up your spine with bent knees. Bring your arms behind your body. Open your chest and swing slowly your arms up with your view. And exhale, let your arms slowly drop, chin on the chest. Again, inhale, arms up, look behind, after it to the ceiling. And exhale, arms back, swing slowly down. Again, inhale, arms up to the ceiling. View as well. Exhale, arms down, chin down. And do 3 more. I have a chance to drink some water if you do it. And when your arms are down, open your legs a bit. Do bend knees. Hold the hands on your knees. Stretch your arms. Let your body hang in the arms. Arms are stretched. And depending on the length of your legs, let your toes look over the mat. Huh? Toes looking over the mat. Maybe heel is standing on the mat. And then let one shoulder after the other shoulder drop to the front. Left shoulder, right shoulder. Give it some. Yes. Why not? I call it the Jane Fonda movement, but I think it's not correct. I have to ask her, but I didn't. Oh yes, you feel that, I hope. Okay. Come slowly back to the standing pose. I have my feet close together and try to keep the outline of your feet, parallel to each other and parallel to the mat. What happens? Your toes a bit pointing to each other and your heels are slightly pointing out. Yes? Okay, now press your feet in the ground, very much in the ground, and then engage your hip. What happens? You feel a slight turn in your legs, right? But you're pushing down the entire sole of your foot into the ground. Push your feet in the ground and engage your hip. You see, it's a slightly movement with my knees. This is stability. That's it. There we want to be. Slowly inhale, bring your arms up, look up. And with the next exhalation, bring the arms down and bring your body down, forward bend. If you can hit the ground with slightly or almost stretched legs, take something for your hands or just like keep your legs bent. Yeah? Keep your legs bent. If this is your maximum stretch, it's okay. This is your maximum stretch now. You can maybe help yourself with a block, but don't get nervous. No problem. When this is your full stretch, it's where everybody starts. Yeah? And then you can maybe start to stretch one leg after a time. Give it as the same as the dog walk, yeah? One leg stretching, the other leg stretching. Fingertips on the ground, or you can also hold yourself here on your shins. Yeah? Try to do that movement. Exactly. And also use your hip. Give it, it's like a camel walking style, right? Right and left, slowly. Sink into the areas. If you have this posture and you hit the ground or you have kind of like something that helps you, yeah? It can be like this or just like one hand. Keep the right leg stretched. Keep the left arm on the ground between your feet. Right leg stretched, left arm on the ground. And the other arm of the stretched leg goes up to the ceiling with the inhalation. And change it. The upper arm goes down. The other leg is stretched. The other leg is bent. And with the inhalation, the other arm up. Hold it a moment. And bring both arms down. Try to have this POTUS again, or your fingertips, or your full hands, depending on your flexibility. And let your head drop. And make yes and no. Give your head a good relaxation and do some right and left leg stretches. Now keep your legs bent. Slowly bring the right leg back up. And try to stretch the back leg as well. Front leg can be bent. Front leg should be bent. And if you feel safe, try to remove your hands and bring the arms right and left of your body. Like a plane, like an airplane. And then try to stretch the standing leg and the back leg. Hold a moment. If you want, bring the arms in my direction. And let your body drop. And let the back leg drop. Keep it in the air beside the foot and put the foot down. And inhale with a sound. Let your arms hang, your shoulder, your head. Your knees are slightly bent. And give it some movement. Some shaking, some relaxation. And here you can easily do the horse exhalation. Close your lips and make like exhalation like a horse. And let everything hang. Now the other leg, we almost did it. Both legs are bent. Hands on the ground. Left leg coming up, back behind you. Try to stretch the leg as you can and keep the front leg, the standing leg, slightly bent. And then if you can, get your body up, put the arms to the side and try to slowly straighten your standing leg. If you want, put the hands in my direction. I'm shaking. And then bring the arms down and bring the back leg down. Keep it in the air beside the foot and bring the foot down. And then exhale like if you want a horse again. Let your arms hang, your shoulders, your head. And give it a good shake. Bend your knees again and slowly roll up your spine until you are up. Bring your shoulders up and back behind you. Shoulders in front, up and back behind you. Again, shoulders in front, up to the ears and back behind you. Fold your hands behind your back. Keep your legs straight, and with the next exhalation, just like let your body drop in front of you. And bring the arms only to the ceiling. And then always remember, shoulders away from the ear, shoulders go to the ceiling. And with the next exhalation, arms can just like be bent over the head and hold it a moment. And slowly let your arms drop. Bring your body up. Shoulders again to the ears, shoulders are back, and pull the hands down. Yeah. Shoulders up, shoulders back, arms down, and engage your hip. Look what happens, engage your hip. And arms down, and out the chest, and take this turtleneck face, yeah? Push back your chin. Nobody sees that. It's very good for your head here. Hold it, push your chest out, engage your hip, tuck your chin, hold it. And with the next exhalation, let yourself drop to the front again, forward bending, arms over the head last time. Keep your body down, your head down, just let your arms drop and hang. Just let your arms swing to the right and left. And let it swing. And swing, and your head can swing. And your arms, as if wind would blow into your arms and head. Just let it swing from right to left. And slowly roll up the spine. Push up the arms to the ceiling. And let the arms fall around. And let it swing. Let the arms swing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would propose we make a break. I can offer a final relaxation if you want. Let's say we have half a minute, 1 minute break. You can relax, drop your body, see if you find a blanket or something for your head, some water, let yourself drop. And if you want to listen to a final relaxation, it's 10 minutes. And if not, just like push away the audio and see you next time. Short break, half a minute, then if you want, we go on. Thank you everybody. Hear you in a minute.
Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Thank you, my body. Now I can relax. I can lie down and relax all the muscles I used before. Just let your hips sink in the ground, your legs and your feet. Let your heels sink in the ground. Let your toes drop to the side. Relax your belly. Let your entire back sink into the ground. Let your shoulders sink into the ground. Feel your shoulder blades behind your back. See how your shoulders drop on the ground when you leave them. Let your head sink in the ground. If you want, do some tiny movements with your head when you inhale to the right, when you exhale to the left, and again when you inhale to the right and exhale to the left. And keep in the center and see if the head is lying properly on the ground without stretching your neck, without punching your neck. And with a big and loud tone, let all the air get out of your body and relax your face with that. Relax your face, your lips. See if your jaw is relaxed. Give your teeth a gap. Let your tongue sink into the tongue socket. Let your eyes sink deeply into your head. And feel the forehead melting into relaxation. And feel your eyebrows going right and left, having a distance between each other. And feel your forehead relaxed and soft. I relax my feet, my toes, my sole, my heels, my ankles, my shins, calves, knees, thighs and hips, my feet, my toes, my ankles, my shins, calves, knees, thighs and hips are relaxed. I relax my belly, my chest,